Thank you so much. I don't take this lightly to stand here. This is the place that you've been called to cover, Josh, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Special shout out to all the women that were at the conference yesterday. We had some fun, didn't we? Yes, we did. I heard that you all are in a series called I Love My Church. Y'all familiar with that? So y'all have talked about we enjoy life, right? We empower people, right? Y'all remember it? Y'all been at church? Okay. We are a place for second chances, right? We encounter God, right? We have life-changing relationships. Y'all remember that one? Y'all sound like y'all have missed it. Y'all been there? Have y'all been at church? Okay. So today we're going to build on that. Let's add to it. We also know who we are. We know who we are, who we really are. We enjoy life at church, right? But we should also enjoy life in our thoughts. You are always living up here, right? We empower people in this house, but I pray that you're at the house empowering yourself, right? The Bible says to love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you don't have self-love, you cannot give love because you don't know what it looks like, right? We're always asking other people, to love us, right? But do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do you admire yourself, right? We are a place of second chances. This is a home of second chances. I pray that you're at the house giving yourself second chances and third chances and 12th chances. Even though the diet didn't work out, right? It's okay. Give yourself another chance starting Monday, right? Give yourself another chance to now make it a lifestyle. Like, how can I make these things an actual lifestyle, right? We encounter God in this building. I pray you encounter God in the car, at the gym, right? In your quiet time, in the shower. I hope you're encountering God because that's the most intimate relationship when nobody is watching and nobody is around, right? We have life-changing relationships in this building, right? You all are building friendships, community. But I pray you have a life-changing relationship with the person in the mirror, right? Okay? So I'm going to ask everybody, who are you really? Devon Franklin said, what do you believe about yourself that's just not true? But you believed it so long that it's now your reality. What do you believe about yourself that's just not true, but you believed it so long that it's now your reality? Here's your reality. Here's the truth. Everybody say, I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant. We really cast aside how intelligent we actually are. The average human knows about 20,000 to 35,000 words by memory. Did y'all know that? Did you all know y'all are smart? Okay. Anytime you read anything, right? Like right now, anytime you read anything, you are recalling words that you have memorized, right? And it's helped you get your degree, helped you get through elementary, right? It's helped you finish school. Not help you finish school, help you write your contracts or sign contracts for your home, your condo, your apartment. Do y'all remember signing paperwork? Anybody? Right? All the amazing things you've been able to do in your life is because you were brilliant enough to recall those words. Does that make sense? The musicians that were up here playing, they were playing things that they've already memorized, right? That's brilliant, right? You too, back there. You're brilliant, right? So when a lie pops up that you're not smart enough, it's a lie. That you can't run a profitable business, that you can't help out a team, that's a lie, right? You're smart enough to ask for help. You're smart enough to read a book. You're smart enough to take a class. You're even intelligent enough to get on YouTube and figure it out for yourself, right? So when the lie pops up, Carla, that you can't put on an event, that's a lie, right? You did it yesterday, and you can do it next year. You can do it the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, 12,000 years after that, right? It might continue, right? So everyone say, I'm brilliant. Number 2, you're a masterpiece. I don't know if you all know this, but God took his time on you. God took his time on you. Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. I knew your features. I knew your curl patterns. I knew your shape, even the numbers of hairs on your head. Let me go into detail. Let me show out for God, show out for my dad. The normal adult has about 32 teeth in your mouth, 32 teeth, right? The general number of organs that we have in our body is about 78. Now, if you start counting bone by bone and everything, it's over 300 organs in our body. Our heart typically beats 100,000 times a day. That's a lot, right? We have 11 major systems going on in our body right now. As we're sitting here, 11 different systems trying to work themselves out, right? Our body has more than 600 muscles. Has anybody ever taken a bar class? Don't they hurt? Oh my God. I was like, why do my fingers hurt? Like, what muscles was I working? I'm at work typing like this. Like, I mean, a bar class literally works muscles that you didn't even know that you had. I would rather do P90X, Sean T's Insanity than go back to another bar class. It was crazy, right? We have, our eyes blink about 20 times a minute. That's over 10 million times a year. Okay? And for those of you who think that you're not supposed to cry, why would God give you tears? And why would he say, I'm the collector of tears, if he didn't want you to cry? Some of you all need to go sit in your car and cry. You are full of unused tears. If he's going to collect them, he wants you to cry. And it's okay. It doesn't make you weak. It means you need him, right? We have 724 trillion cells. All of these things are going on as we're sitting here, right? All of them are working together, what? For our good. How innovative must God be to come up with that? I mean, I love to draw, right? And I was looking at all of the pictures that I've drawn over the years. All of my pictures have the same face, same eyes, same nose, same ears, right? How did God create all of us to look so different? How? I ran out of ideas when I was drawing. Like, the outfits change, but the face stays the same, right? And even twins they're not, even if they are identical, they're still not the same. Does that make sense? That's why I said you're a masterpiece. That's why I say God took his time on you, right? You're not like anybody else. Everybody say, I'm a masterpiece. Period. Okay? You're not a mistake. You're not an afterthought. Everybody say, when he designed me, he was so proud of his reflection. I am God's best idea. He did not make a mistake when he made me. Number 3, you're a fighter who will win. You are a fighter who will win. I don't know if you all know this, but Satan hates God so much. It brings him joy when you're in pain. It brings him joy when you're sad. It brings him joy when you're depressed. It brings him joy when you're arguing with your friends. He loves it. He don't have anything else to do, okay? That's it. He's not going back to heaven. He knows that. There's no redemption for him, but he knows there's redemption for you. Yeah. He knows that. He knows the end. And of course, who wants to be down there by themselves? He's like, well, let me get Carla to go and come down here with me, right? He wants you to come because he's not going back to heaven. He convinced other angels, hey, grab the milk and honey. And we're going to try to take over the kingdom, okay? Grab that, the juice that God was drinking yesterday. Grab that. Then we're going to try to take over the kingdom. You think we can do that, right? He convinced multiple angels to follow him to fight God to try to take over the kingdom, right? So there's no redemption for him, right? He's mad. He's walking around mad. He was mad that your kids actually succeeded last year studying in the living room. He didn't want that to happen. He wanted them to suffer. Right? He's mad that you're restoring relationships with your family members. He's happy that you have strife with your sister. Right? He's mad because you're 1 year away from meeting your promises. I don't know if you all know this, but Satan is not omnipresent or sovereign. So he can't be everywhere all at the same time. He cannot be here in San Diego and Atlanta, right? So what he does is he drops a little seed and then he goes to Texas, right? You keep the seed going by replaying it in your mind and believing that this is true, right? He's mad that your mind is getting free right now. He wants you to keep having nightmares or bad dreams. And let me park right here real quick for anybody that is experiencing this, because this is serious. Because this is where he attacks you, right? Anytime you're having you don't even know where the thought came from, I want you to touch your mind and say, where's my note? By his stripes, my mind is healed. I want you to do it right now. By his stripes, my mind is healed. Go in the bathroom if you think it's weird, you're sitting next to somebody and you don't want to do it. I'm telling you, it works. You have to touch yourself, literally. By his stripes, my mind is healed. Another scripture is, let the peace of Christ rule in your heart. Let the peace of Christ rule in your heart. Let the peace of Christ rule in your heart. Keep saying it over yourself. You have to fight, but know that you're going to win, okay? Know that you're going to win. He's mad because you're favored. There's favor on your life. There's covering on your life. If you're here, there's something you're supposed to be doing, right? And it's covered by God. He knows that you're forgiven, right? He knows that you are loved so much. He knows that you're protected. Did you know that Satan can't come touch you without God's permission? He tried to do it with Job. He was like, you can't kill my son. You can do all this other stuff, but you cannot take his life, right? He has to come get God's permission. That's how you know he's a wimp. You can't even really do nothing to me because God has my back, right? He knows the position that he's in. He's mad because you're going to win, and it's guaranteed that he's going to lose. He's going to lose. Romans 8:37 says, in all things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. We're more than conquerors through him that loved us. Who are you really? Everyone say, I'm a fighter, and I'm going to win. Everybody say, I'm victorious, and I'm going to win. Everybody say, I'm brilliant. Everybody say, I'm a masterpiece. Period. Thank you all so much for having me.